Alright, what's going on, guys? It is your boy, TKD Winter here, back again here. Not Tickety, TKD. TKD Winter here, back again with another episode of Road to Dreams. This one's episode 3? Episode 3? Yeah, it is episode 3. Episode 3 here, Road to Dreams. You can hear, again, it is just my voice here. Just me talking to you all, once again, all by myself. And I am planning on scheduling next week to have someone else on, someone that's more in the Dreams community. So hopefully we'll get that going next week. But I just figured one more week I'll do it by myself and we'll see how this all goes. Since last week went over pretty well, make sure to go check out that video. We talked about the overall future of Dreams and where Dreams is going in terms of what Sony said, what Media Molecule has said, and different stuff like that. So definitely go check out that episode that was up next week. It is once again by myself too, so make sure you all check it out, support, leave a like, and all that good stuff. And if you would like to follow the show, you can of course keep it locked here on youtube.com/PlayStation Source or phone. Oh my god, my phone went off like 8 times today. Did y'all hear that? I'm not gonna cut it out. I'm gonna just keep it going, right? So make sure to leave a like on the video on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube, as well as of course keep it subscribed. Keep it subscribed. Interesting way to say it. All right, keep yourselves subscribed. There we go. Keep yourself subscribed to PlayStation Source to keep up with latest and greatest in PlayStation. And of course, down below in our description, you can find our different links to our Twitter, our Discord. Make sure to follow us on those platforms, as well as our Anchor link. If you already listen to us on a podcast service, that's great. But if you're not and you want to, you can of course go to our Anchor link down below, where you can find our different links to our Apple Podcast link, Google Play, Spotify link as well, and all those are down below. Or if you want to just go to your favorite podcast service and you search up PlayStation Source podcast feed, we should be up there. If not, I'm sorry, but we just go through Anchor and they kind of put ourselves everywhere, and we just go with the flow. So definitely follow us on those links down below. And so this episode, I've been titling each episode of this Road to Dream series to give it kind of like an overall theme. And so this one is and the nominees are. So this is going to be going over, of course, the Impy Awards that went down last week. We talked about it here on the podcast a bunch of times on Road to Dreams, and this one is going to focus on the overall award show, how it went down, the overall production of it, as well as the winners for each category as well. We will go over that and all of the different hosts that came on to judge different games, and all the different big names in gaming as well came on, as well as one massive name also came on that we will talk about as well. So I figured, this may be a little bit short. I'm not sure how long we'll go, but I'm just going to cover, all of the different awards and how I felt about the award show overall. And so it was over the weekend. It was, I believe, on Sunday. I was at work, and so I thought it'd be at night, but where I live, the old Arizona, in the United States, you know what I'm saying? It was in the early morning, and I was at work. So I was at work the entire day this was going down. So there was no hope of me trying to watch this live, unfortunately. I would have liked to, but oh well, it is what it is. But I did watch the full VOD, which you can as well. I'll leave that link in the description as well to watch the full thing unabated. It's about an hour and a half. Pretty tight show, but overall I enjoyed it. It was about I believe the main show was, I think, an hour long, and the pre-show was about 30 minutes. So you can gauge however much you want to watch that at your own will. And so Impy Awards, they went down over the weekend on Sunday, and it was overall, I thought it was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It took place, I think, in their offices, I believe, like in their actual studio that they have out for Media Molecule. And I just, I think that really was like the best place to have it. I'm sure they could have got with Sony and probably rented out like a little venue and stuff like that to make it a little bit better. But, to have it more like in the studio and more personable with the dev team, and having all the devs there all dressed up, and there was even cake in the pre-show as well. Like they were all handing off cakes and stuff like that. And just seeing that, kind of like just more homey type of feel to it just made it, I feel, a little bit better, because Dreams, I don't feel like Dreams is gonna sell like a million copies or be this, great success. Like I feel like, for them just keeping it, to themselves and keeping it to the community kind of, I feel like overall just made the message of, we are doing this for those that have made levels in Dreams. We are doing this for those that have done really, really good stuff as a creator in Dreams. Like we are doing this for the community, and I really got that vibe out of it, as opposed to something like Game Awards, where of course it's a high production type of thing, and there's advertisers and stuff like that, and there's commercial breaks, all that stuff. It was nice to kind of just have, something for the community truly, and that it's not to make profit off of, what I'm saying, it's just purely for them. And so I felt like overall that just added to a better show, I feel, in my opinion. Some people might disagree, but that was just my point of view. I just think overall it just worked out for the type of game that Dreams is. And so there was a little pre-show where they were asking some of the developers in the studio, and I guess their audience, they were asking questions about, what was your favorite dream that you saw this year during early access, what I'm saying? Like, what's your favorite level, So that was really cool to see that there. They were all dressed up, looking very nice, what I'm saying? Looking very, saw a couple of dudes in suits looking very smooth, what I'm saying? So I'll say Media Molecule, you all really, really know how to get pretty for an event, what I'm saying? So definitely kudos to them over there at the studio. And then they went on, after the 30-minute pre-show, they went into the main show. And so actually what was really cool, I thought, was that in the main show, there were two hosts, of course. And the background was, they were, I believe, on a green screen, and they were just green screening this dream that they made in Dreams that looked like an award show, like venue. Like it looked like, there was an audience and there was a stage and everything, and they made it in Dreams. And so that was really cool as well, to kind of double down on the award show and like what the award show was about. I thought it was really cool to have the entire backdrop be made in Dreams, just a little, just to show off once again like what you can do in Dreams. I thought it was really cool in my opinion. So they went over and they started going over awards. I'm gonna go over just from the list, top down, and we'll just talk about each creator and when like what they want and stuff like that. And overall, I think that everything I saw here was really good. I do have a favorite award that was given out, and I saw their level, and I really, really liked it as well. And saw some of the assets as well while they were showing the awards. There was one asset that I loved a lot, but we will get to that when I read down the list. So to start off here, I don't believe this list was in order. I just pulled this list directly from the PlayStation blog. Again, link in the description. But so I don't think I'm reading this off of the list that, like, I don't think I'm reading it in order. If I can't talk today, I don't think I'm reading it in order. So apologies, but you can go check out the full VOD in the description. So they gave out Most Helpful Dreamer, which went to Neon the Coder. Congratulations to you. They also went on to Best Curator, which was _Tania. Congratulations. And this one was a really cool one. So they won. So there was another award called Community Star, which went out to Project Genesis. Project Genesis, a big Dreams YouTuber, definitely does a lot. And he doesn't actually make any levels. He just curates them and really just follows the game a lot. So kudos to him. Most Improved Dreamer went to his name Sidhu Ray or Ru and Lot _double. So again, I will link all this in the description if you want to read for yourselves. And again, apologies for butchering your name if I did. But they won Most Improved Dreamer. Pretty cool to see that there. Best Visuals went to Outpost 60 by Brian Taylor 60. This one was really, really cool. This one, it was like it looked like an astronaut type of character in like a space station that was abandoned. It looks really beautiful. Very, very good job on that one. Best Voice Acting went to Kel B. Jones in the game Sheriff Dog in Pig Detective 2 was the game, and he did the voice acting for the Sheriff Dog, which the voice acting in that game was tremendous. I thought it was very, very good. I like the art style as well. Very, very good level. I can't wait to actually get into Dreams and get my hands on Dreams and be able to see kind of these levels and play them in person, because I can't wait, because a lot of them are really, really, really cool. There was Best Character by Frederick the Fox. Well, that was the character's name. It was by Cody Bear 8383. Really cool stuff there. I like that Fox as well. Favorite streamer went to Project Genesis. Again, see him on the board again. Kudos to him. Very, very good guy. Shout out to him. The Awe Award, or I guess the Awe Award, the one for like the best, the most cute dream, or the most cute asset, if you will, went to Meramite for me, which he created this level called Color with Crayons. Very, very cool stuff there. I thought there was another dream in there that I liked a little bit more. I thought it was a little bit more cuter, but nonetheless, congrats to you. Next up, we had Funniest Creation, which won a award from Awesome_David for Witchy Woods. And so I don't actually remember this one. I know there were some really good funny ones, but that one I assume was pretty good since it won, obviously. And then next up here, this one was, I think, my favorite thing I saw in this entire award show. Probably my favorite thing I've ever seen in Dreams. It was a song, actually. So this one won Best Song in Dreams for the Impy Awards. It was called let me not butcher this, Rivera Daylight by Mandelbo. Mandelbo created Rivera Daylight. I love this track. I love it. I love it so much. I thought it was a very, very cool song. Really, really good. Definitely deserved it. Kudos to you. I loved it. That was my favorite thing I saw out of this whole entire show. I loved it. It was just such a cool, not like somber, but like very just like mellow song. I'm trying to find it on YouTube. I can't find it. I really wish I had it because I want to listen to that track again. But very, very good stuff. Best Sculpture went to Ryan47 for The Collector 2. So The Collector shows up. Actually, no, there's only one that showed up. I thought it showed up more, but great sculpture. Great stuff they're showing there. Definitely loved it. Very, very cool stuff. And then Best Animation went to, looks like Bison. There's a V in there, but I'm going to say Bison. He created Duet. The animation in Duet. I thought that was very, very good as well. Then next up we had Creator of the Year, which went to Slurm McKenzie. Not sure what she or he created. Nonetheless, that is your Creator of the Year for the Impy Awards 2020. We had Best Gameplay, Cubic by the Burger Van. This one was fun. This one was really good. And the Burger Van won 2 awards, actually. So he's really putting in work. I thought Cubic it looked super fun. Like, a lot of these levels, like, it was kind of like the first time, like, I've seen, like, a kind of, like, mosh pit of different types of levels in Dreams, and it really does show how different each dream can be, and what you can actually make, and the potentiality of what you can make truly in Dreams. There's definitely a lot of differences, and so I love this one as well. This one looked really, really fun. We had Best Narrative as well, which I believe was being judged by, I think Greg Miller actually judged some of these. I think that one he judged, and there was like a quick little interstitial, like, cut to when they were announcing this award and Greg was judging for Best Narrative. They showed a little clip of him, so I thought that was pretty cool, and like a personal message from Greg to the Dreams community. That was pretty cool. But who won that was Razor Backway for Mimeo Prophecy. He won for Best Narrative. Shout out to him. Next up for the Hidden Gem Dream went to Do Robots Dream of Electric Imps. This one again by Slurm McKenzie. Love that one. That one was really, really good. Big fan of it. That was very interesting. Good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Best Sound Design, this one again, the Burger Van taking it home for the win. It was for Great Job Human. So that one won Best Sound Design, which I also enjoyed. And then we had The Wish I Had Thought of. That award went to Enigma _0123 for Piano Player. So a lot of people thought that was like pretty clever, and definitely the title of it sounds clever. I forgot exactly what it entails, but congratulations to you. We have 2 more to go over here. This might be a really short episode. This really might be. I'm sorry about that. But hey, I just wanted to make sure that this got highlighted, and I really do implore you all to go watch the Impy Awards on your own time. because I won't repost it because that's mean. But definitely go over to Media Molecule's channel, watch it. Link in the description as well. Hidden Gem Creator went to ORD6 for Hidden Gem Creator. Not sure what he made, but he seems to be a hidden gem. So there you go. And then the final award that was given out for the Impy Awards was Dream of the Year, which went to Pig Detective Adventures in Cowboy Town by Stu Ray and Lot Double. This also won Best Voice Acting as well, if you recall, from Kelby Jones, for the sheriff dog in Pig Detective. Well, I think Pig Detective 2 is a sequel, and it looks like Pig Detective Adventures in Cowboy Town was the first game in the franchise of Pig Detective and Dreams, I think. But congratulations to them for winning Dream of the Year, right? So overall, I thought the show was very, very good. I enjoyed watching it. I liked it a lot. It definitely does show that like it was such a Media Molecule thing to do, right? To put on an award show for this game, to have it in their studios, have it be quirky, be this, not like weird in a bad way, but just a unique type of award show, obviously, and just a unique thing to do as well. Because I mean, who puts on an award show for their own game? They have the balls to do it. So shout out to them. And there were just a few things I wish that they did a little bit differently with the award show, which I would just like to comment on. Not in a way to talk down to them or to say that they were incompetent, if you will, because I've never done an award show ever. So I assume it's pretty hard, and also understanding that maybe they wanted to keep a tight show and wanted to keep it a little bit short in terms of like length and everything. But during the pre-show, they were asking employees, to tell the audience what are some favorite dreams or favorite creators on Dreams that they would like to highlight. You kind of just give a little shine to them as well. That may not be featured on the nominees list, but just to give a little credence and give, a little just talk about your favorite dreams and stuff like that you saw during early access. And so a lot of them were just like describing levels and describing creators, but not knowing the actual name of the level and creator off the top of the head, which understandably so. I get it. You might not know that off the top of your head. Totally fine. I just wish they had asked them before to like write down what is your favorites, you know what I'm saying? So that like they can properly give it some shine and everything. But overall, I understand nonetheless. And also I wish that they showed a few more seconds of each level when they were listing off the nominees. Again, also understanding that, hey, they have a lot to get through and they probably wanted to do like a pretty tight show and everything. But I feel like it's so difficult to like get a grasp of like why someone's winning off of like a legitimate like 4 seconds of footage that they were showing. Like it was like 4 or 5 seconds. I wish it was a little bit longer than that, but I do understand, they want to keep the pace of time and everything. So I would just like to suggest those two things. You know what I'm saying? We also did have a special guest that came on to be judges in some categories. Like I said before, Greg Miller did narrative for the Impy Awards. I did hear Alana Pierce was one of the judges as well, so shout out to her. She's of course of Rooster Teeth and Funhouse, as well as Todd Howard from Bethesda. Did not expect that. Did not expect Todd Howard, but they got him. Shout out to the homie. And what was probably the most interesting and like the biggest like, oh, I did not expect this. Well, I could see it. I just didn't expect it, because they never said it before the Impy Awards. But they had Shuhei Yoshida come on and share a few words about Dreams, which I thought was really, really cool that they got him in the studio to talk to the Dreams community. I thought was great. So he said, essentially in a bow, he reiterated his 10-year plan, which he had said before, but he kind of reset it and did like sort of like a doubling down on Dreams, like, hey, I'm no longer Worldwide Studios president, as you all know, but I still believe in this game, and he'll be working with the more indie side of PlayStation. So not saying that Dreams is an indie game, but Dreams is gonna definitely raise some independent games and independent studios. Well, not studios, but like independent experiences, if you will. Dreams really is like another haven for up and coming developers that want to create a game or want to do something in this industry in terms of game development. Dreams is going to be a very, very cool way for a lot of people to be introduced into that type of world. And so, of course, Yoshida now leading up that specific department in PlayStation, definitely makes sense for him to give a little shine and give a little bolstering to Dreams. So overall, I thought it was really cool that they got him in there, and it was cool to see him because I haven't seen him in a while. Very cool to see him back in the limelight in some particular form or fashion. But that is kind of all I had to cover, guys. I know it's kind of short episode, kind of short version of Road to Dreams, but we'll be back next week with a full episode, you know what I'm saying, in our usual length. I just want to dedicate an episode to highlight the Impy Awards, because as you all know from last week's episode, last week's episode, I think it's a great idea. I think having the Impy Awards for a game that's so lenient, not lenient, but like so dependent, if you will, on creations from the community and user generated content, I think overall it's a very, very great thing to see. And so overall, I think it was great. I think it was just a very, very cool show. If you got some free time, feel free to watch it. Overall, it's a great show. So that is pretty much all I got for this episode of Road to Dreams episode 3. If you all enjoyed, make sure to leave a like or rate the podcast. If you're watching on podcast services, leave all that stuff down below as well. If you have a particular dream that you thought should have been at the Impy Awards or your favorite Impy Awards moment, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as well as down below in the description. You can, of course, leave a like as I said before, and follow our other links as well down below in the description. That can be, of course, our Twitter, our Anchor link, our Discord, all the good stuff. Follow us on those platforms down below in the description. And thank you for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.